It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. It's a replay of today's show. Go ahead, move your mic. There it is. It's a replay of today's full show.
It's Monday, July 8th. Today on the show, it's video game day, or as I call it, Mario Kart Day, because that's the only video game that matters. We're searching for Sasquatch, recapping our 4th of July, Josh's high fashions. I never get to shower. Everyone always takes my hot water. Josh lost his fishing net. It was expensive. Fake tan lines, the breakfast time capsule. I have a fellow Vikings fan go Skull, and the scrambled pancake trend.
Hey, thanks for listening. You can hear the show live every weekday morning from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy today's show. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back. It's been a few days.
It's been a few days. Not enough days.
Not enough days?
No.
Well, that's all right. We're going to make up for that next week. We'll talk about that later. But for now, let's just have a Monday.
All right.
July 8th, and today is National Video Game Day.
Okay.
You say there's only one video game that matters.
There's one video game to rule them all.
Halo.
No. Mario Kart. Bruh.
It's a good game.
It's the best game.
It's good. It is a good game.
It is the best one.
It's one of the best.
The best.
It's one of the best.
Fight me. Or, better yet, race me.
You don't want to do that.
I do.
You get so mad when I win.
That's because I taught you all of the Mario Kart tricks.
It doesn't matter
You
who
didn't
taught
know
you.
how to jump off the line the fast way. You didn't know how to drift the right way.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does. I taught
Because
you how to play that game.
So, everybody learned once. Who taught you? Somebody.
No, myself.
No.
Hours and hours of practice.
Wrong. Someone showed you along the way how to drift and how to boost off the start line and how to hold inventory items as a shield. Someone taught you all that.
I taught you how to do that too.
It's National Freezer Pop Day. You might call them Otter Pops.
Yes.
Those are delicious. It is International Town Criers Day. Hey, yay! You know those folks. It's also Math 2.0 Day, a day to bone up on your mathematics.
No, thank you.
What? Man. Chocolate with Almonds Day.
Oh, now this is something I can get behind.
Be a Kid Again Day.
Oh, yay.
Yep, I like that. And that's what's going on.
Oh.
That's what's happening
Okay.
today.
These are some good days.
Yep, I agree.
Go play your favorite video game with a freezer pop.
And a handful of chocolate-covered almonds.
Yeah.
Unless you're allergic. Don't do that.
Oh. Sorry for that.
Yep. Happy Monday.
Okay, every June in New York City, they have a summer fancy food show.
Okay.
And I want to go there because...
What are some of these fancy foods?
They've got 3 days of unlimited food samples.
Oh, this is your thing. You
know.
love samples.
They also have master classes, keynote speakers, panels, blah, blah, blah.
Master classes on like how to cook and stuff?
I don't know.
I'm into that.
We should go. How do we get our boss to send us to go?
Oh, I don't know. Where is this?
In New York City.
Okay.
So basically, the Summer Fancy Food Show tells you the different trends you can see coming up in food.
Okay. So you get to go sample foods before they're out on the market kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
One of the, what do I want to say? Somebody who's created the thing.
Okay. One of the originators, one
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
founders.
Yes.
Okay.
Has said, like, with the invention of TikTok, it's made, like, our job a little bit obsolete because TikTok
That's interesting.
can, like, bring out different food trends quicker than they can. But that's okay. Here are the top 5 food trends that they say are going to explode.
All right.
Or are exploding.
Let's go.
Next level spicy foods.
Like, that's already happened.
Right,
With
but
like
it's
the
like-
one chip challenge and stuff.
But you don't eat that all the time necessarily.
I see.
That's like a challenge. But the next level is really like eating your food with multiple ghost peppers, or other spicy chilies.
Multiple ghost peppers, or all right.
Like all your snacks, they've got spicy gummy bears and sweet and salty chili chips
Okay.
and sweet and spicy foods. Spicy.
All right.
Okay. Then they have apocalyptic staples,
What's that mean?
like stuff that's going to last for a long time.
Okay.
Like canned stuff, freeze-dried stuff, pickled stuff. This is the trends that people are seeing. This is what people are buying.
Okay.
And then fancy groceries. This is what I thought was funny because it said a bunch of stuff that I don't know, like flour and olives, almond scratch, olive oil, cake mix. And then Taco Bell's sauce.
What? Fancy.
Fancy. Ready to eat Korean meals, like Korean food is on the up and up. And honey and seeds. Honey and seeds are everywhere, not
What?
necessarily together.
You like honey and seeds in a bar, like in a granola bar type thing.
Yes.
You like a lot of seeds.
Yeah.
Are you a bird?
I could be. I absolutely could be a bird.
You might be a bird.
Nuts and seeds and berries.
Right.
There's just a lot of spicy honeys, not necessarily even spicy, just fancy honeys. You're my fancy honey.
Oh, come on now.
If you believed in Bigfoot, where do you think he or
Oregon.
she would live? In Oregon?
Oregon.
Why Oregon?
Because of all the trees and foresty area. And
There's lots of trees
that's
and
it.
foresty areas everywhere.
Yeah, but especially in Oregon.
Interesting.
Yeah. No,
Interesting.
Bigfoot's definitely.
Do you don't think he moves around or she moves around?
Probably.
Like,
I mean, I
let's
don't
go
think.
see what Tennessee looks like.
Oh no, I don't think.
You don't?
I don't think. No.
There were a couple of teenagers who went camping in Louisiana, and they called 911 because they were positive they saw a Bigfoot-like creature with glowing eyes.
That's not it. I've never heard of Bigfoot having glowing eyes.
This is my favorite part, is that they said he stood about 5 feet tall. He's just a little Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Little foot.
I don't know what they saw, but probably an animal when they hit it with their flashlight.
Adolescent Bigfoot.
When they hit it with their flashlight, the eyes lit up. You know how like deer
Yeah.
and cats and
Yeah.
dogs
Yep.
do that? It was probably an animal with eyeballs
What
like
would
that.
be 5 foot tall? What animal is 5 feet tall?
Well, let's see. What animals are native to
Louisiana.
Yeah.
These were recent graduates in Louisiana, these campers. They were all about 17 to 18 years old. This is not the first sighting of Bigfoot in Louisiana forests. A couple of years ago, there were 2 people. Their names are protected.
Okay.
Texla
What?
and Claude.
Claude?
They said they saw Bigfoot markings and twisted tree limbs. They also heard loud howls.
All right. They do have American black bear in Louisiana.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Bears never scratch trees and leave marks.
No.
They never make weird grunty
Growling.
noises and growls.
But do their eyes glow?
I believe do black bears have that reflective eye thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's only one explanation. It has to be Bigfoot at only 5 feet tall.
Yes, bears have reflective eyes.
Do they?
So they saw a black bear.
No, maybe they didn't. Maybe they saw Bigfoot.
They saw a black bear.
Here's the thing. I kind of like these tall tales. I like the idea of Nessie, the Loch Ness monster.
I know you do.
I like the idea of Bigfoot. Do I think he actually exists? No.
Yeah, in Oregon.
But
he doesn't travel around to Louisiana.
Yes, he does. Oh,
No.
I absolutely would. If I was Bigfoot, I'd be like, well, let's go down south.
He may have gotten to Colorado by now, but that's it.
No, he's fast. He's a fast runner.
Have you ever seen supposed video of Bigfoot?
No.
Never running. Slow walking with his arms. Never a runner.
That's because he's too fast. You can't capture that on film.
Come on now.
It's too fast.
No.
I know it seems like a lifetime ago, but we weren't in the studio after the 4th of July.
That
so
is
we
true.
weren't able to recap the events of the 4th of July.
The 4th of July. So let's start with, you just want to jump to the end? Where do you want to go with this?
I don't know. Where do you want to go?
I mean, it really culminates at Riverfest and the 31st annual Melaleuca Freedom Celebration.
Yeah.
And what a fireworks show. Unbelievable. And where we sit and where I know other people sit, shrapnel happens.
Yeah.
I saw pictures from some friends on Facebook that were like, I was getting hit with pieces of firework because it's
we
it's
were
huge,
under a
it's
little
beautiful.
canopy for a little
Yeah.
bit, and it sounded like it was raining from all of the shrapnel that was hitting the
And it's
canopy.
like little ash and stuff, and what an experience.
I couldn't even hear. There was a video posted of fireworks set to the music.
Yes.
I couldn't even hear the music where we were sitting
Because
the
the
fireworks were so loud.
There were definitely moments where you're like, this is just a lot of booms. Really cool, though, and grateful to be a part of it again this year. Super, super fun. And 31 minutes all set to music. I know you were a little upset because you have a really big passion for that Neil Diamond America song.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear it
No.
during the. Maybe it was there and you just didn't hear it.
No. Well, it's possible.
It did play prior to the fireworks show.
Did it? Okay,
on
good.
Classy 97.
Okay.
Yes.
Phew.
It
It's not
wasn't
the
like
4th of July
yeah,
without Neil Diamond.
No, it was definitely there. I did try to get your attention when it was playing on the radio, which was about, I don't know, 9:15 or so.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going, hey, your song's on.
What was I doing?
Hanging out with the kids. I don't know. You were doing something. Working. I don't know. You were busy. Like you were talking to people. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, as a kid, I grew up in Burley, and they have a fireworks show, but it's, it's typical. I'm not trying to harsh Burley, but it was just fireworks.
Okay.
It was just a small thing. And then I moved to Pocatello, and that was the first time that I saw fireworks set to music. And it was Neil Diamond set the course. Like, he was the first one. And so that really set in me.
So that's where you're like, I have to have that.
That's what a fireworks show is to me.
I see. Well, I know the team here, and I want to give credit to our boss, Jade. He's the guy behind the music every year, and I know he put in over 50 hours on making that happen, which is just incredible. Just the music part, not the pyrotechnic part, just that part, going through the process of putting that together, it's a big deal. So big kudos to him for that, and a job well done by everybody involved in making that happen. A beautiful day.
Yeah. Awesome.
And hope you had a great 4th now that we can finally, sort of recap it. I did post the video of the finale and some of the pictures and stuff from this year's Melaleuca Freedom Celebration on the Classy 97 Facebook page. If you were not in the area and missed it or want to see it, the finale was
And it wasn't too bad. We got home about 12:30.
Yeah, it wasn't, and we had like cleanup and other stuff to do. So yeah, it wasn't bad getting out of there at all. So
everybody was kind and respectful as far as I could see. So
I had to stop by here. That was the challenging part. If I would have just gone home, easy, could have done it, would have been home sooner. But having to navigate through town to get to the studio,
because there was
road
closed.
Yeah, and that was more of a challenge than getting out of the parking lot, I think.
But we did it.
We made it.
Until next year.
That's right. On to the next thing. So anyway, happy 4th, everybody. Hope you had a good one. Glad to be back with you in the studio this morning. Hope everybody's safe and
back to life.
Back to life.
We had a barbecue with some family members over the weekend where we lit our own fireworks.
When you work on the 4th of July, you got to wait till another night to be able to launch your own stuff, usually. Because I'm not going to be the guy in the neighborhood who gets home from the fireworks
At 12:30.
12:30, and then spends until, I don't know, 2, 3 a.m. keeping the neighborhood awake.
We did have that problem on the 4th of July.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
We heard fireworks still, too. I'm not complaining about it because it's the 4th. It's to be expected,
supposed to be.
right?
Sure, you bet. I just didn't want to contribute to that.
We had a lot of loud fireworks.
Yeah.
And
You were worried
I
about
hated it. And we started at a reasonable hour.
10.
And we told Beck, you have until 10:30.
Right. He
And
was
then
excited.
we're shutting it down.
Yeah, he wanted to light the fireworks. I mean, he's like almost 20. Seemed like a fine idea.
I hated it.
You did. You were like,
hated
I
it.
know these guys have a baby. I know these guys have little kids. I know these guys
Have dogs.
Right.
I don't.
So
This-
that's why I said
This
we'll give
one
him
neighbor
30
I know
minutes.
works during at night. I don't know what her shift is,
I
but
don't
she's
know, yeah.
probably sleeping.
So it's
Ugh, I hated it.
You were very concerned, but I said, look, 30 to 45 minutes tops will be done. We'll keep it short. It'll be no big
I just
deal.
don't want all the neighbors to hate us. Sorry, neighbors.
Right.
We did have somebody pull up and say,
Yeah, can we talk about this random anonymous person who didn't talk to me but talked to our son and said, hey, and this was like 10:20.
Yeah.
Like it was not late, and this is a Saturday night, so this is not like an inappropriate time to be lighting fireworks. It's still around the 4th of July here.
Yeah.
And 10:20, this lady rolls up and says that she has alerted the cops and they're going to be patrolling the area. And here's what I think.
What do you think?
I think she just doesn't like fireworks and she was tired of hearing it in the neighborhood. And this was the first time we'd, lit off a firework this year.
And there were other people in our neighborhood
for
lighting
sure.
them.
So
off
she's
as well.
just policing the neighborhood on her own because she's frustrated that it's another night of fireworks. That's what I think is going on.
I think so too.
It was not very cool. Not very cool at all. Pretty lame. Like, look, if it's midnight or later, or it's been going on for on and on and on and on and on, and you've already driven by once to see if it was a safe situation,
Right.
but
It did end our
it's not her
fireworks show
place.
pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, we were getting
Shut
toward
down.
the end anyway, but we're like, all right, we'll be done then. So
I was happy about it.
yeah, because you were stressed about all the other stuff, but
to be done.
not very cool, lady. Pretty lame. Pretty lame.
Let's talk about your outfit of choice on Saturday.
The outfit of
Choice.
everyone's dreams.
You made that decision. You
Yeah?
made that decision.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain?
And I wore it all day. Well, listen.
You wore it in public even.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed. But my feet hurt, so then I had to change. Listen, let me go back in time here. A year ago or so, around Father's Day, the kids decided they wanted to give me some snack foods and a card. And while they were shopping, they also found this shirt that is covered with hot dogs, which is right up my alley with being the big fan of hot dogs that I am.
Right?
And so I have a hot dog shirt. It's a shirt with a billion hot dogs on it.
And it's a button up.
Yeah.
It's got a collar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fancy hot dog shirt.
Right. And I wore it that day that I got it. And then I felt like this is the kind of shirt you hang on to and wear a couple of times a year. That's what I feel about
As
that
needed.
shirt.
Wear as needed.
Yeah, it's not something you wear all the time. It's a summertime barbecuing 4th of July kind of shirt. So I said, I'm going to put this away in the closet and I'm going to pull it out a couple of times a year and I'll wear the hot dog shirt. Not a week goes by that I don't get some flack about not wearing the hot dog shirt all the time. The fact that it isn't in my regular closet, but that it's in the closet in the basement where I store my winter coats as well during their off season. So that's gotten me some heat from particularly our daughter.
Yeah.
And so it was a big day to bring it out. I felt like Saturday's the day. It's 4th of July weekend. There's a barbecue happening. if ever there's a time to wear the hot dog shirt, today's that day. But then I said, but I got to get a little something for me out of this deal too, because I'm going to wear the shirt, which is going to make our daughter very happy that I'm wearing the shirt that she always asks about. So I have a pair of cutoff jean shorts that I made about a year ago. And I said, yeah, I'm wearing those with it. So this nice, fancy million hot dog button-up shirt.
Fancy. It's so fancy.
And my jean cutoff shorts.
Your jorts?
And then to really finish off the look, I said, I don't have tan feet because I wear socks and shoes all the time. So it looks like I'm wearing white socks for feet. I'm going to wear Choco sandals. And I completed the look.
It was great.
But I haven't worn my Chacos often enough for my feet to be like calloused up and broken in on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so they hurt my feet by the time we went to the store and home. And so I was like, I gotta change my shoes. So I did.
Emery hated your look. I didn't mind it, honestly. I did not mind it. You were cool. You were relaxed. You were comfortable.
I felt great all day.
You do you, buddy.
All day in my jean cutoff shorts and my hot dog shirt.
Did you notice any looks? Did anybody do a double take?
I didn't notice because I wasn't paying attention. I just was out doing my normal thing, dressed as I was.
Wear it confidently.
That's
the
that's
key.
it, right? So hot dog shirt will get laundered and retired for a while. I'm sure the summer's young. There's still time. It may reappear.
If you do hate that shirt.
I don't hate that shirt.
Okay.
That shirt is just not an everyday shirt.
You just need to stain it somehow.
Oh,
be
no.
like, oh.
No, I don't want to damage the shirt. I like the shirt. It's just not you don't wear that one in the fall. It's not hot dog season. It doesn't make sense.
No, but it could be fun in the fall. Pair it with a nice sweater.
No.
So just the collar of the hot dogs is peeking out over the sweater.
Is that hot dogs? Then I'll get looks. You're wearing a knit cardigan and a hot dog shirt?
Yeah. Let's talk about night showering versus morning showering.
I showered at night last night.
Oh, all of you showered yesterday, which was a problem for me.
You kind of made it a thing. I really, really hurried. I mean, the kids showered at least an hour before I did. So there was hot water.
I feel like our hot water tank isn't very big.
I think
maybe we should get another one.
A separate one for the bathroom you use.
Yeah.
I think is what really needs to happen.
That's fine with me.
Because apparently you like to use more water, I think is what the problem is.
I like to use more hot water for sure.
Yeah. For longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the bathtub is deep, and so if you take a bath, there's not.
I was just planning on taking a shower.
I understand, and you could have. I told you that.
Except when I'm the last one to shower, usually, then I'm in the middle of washing my hair, and then the water goes cold, and then I have to finish my shower with cold water.
So that's what I was trying to tell you was that the kids had showered at least an hour before I did, so that was good. And I took about an 8-minute shower. I rushed through to make sure there was plenty for you.
I wish there was a way that you could see a hot water level, you know?
Or we just switched to the on-demand hot water system.
What is that?
There's always hot water. There's never not hot water. It's in line.
Why don't we have that already?
Oh, I don't know. Because we don't.
Oh, we need that.
Yeah, it's just a separate deal. And then you have hot water on demand. Anytime you want it, you just turn on the hot water and there's hot water.
Prefer to take a shower at night before. I prefer that over taking a shower in the morning. But I didn't have an option yesterday because I was afraid that there wasn't going to be enough hot water. So I said, I'll just wake up early and do it in the morning.
And I said, okay.
And I said, oh, is this a challenge? Because I don't like when people say I can't do something or I won't do something. So I went, watch me.
Okay. What happened?
I laid there this morning and I said, I could really get up and shower or I could get 30 more minutes of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of tossed and turned for a minute while I debated, going, What should I do? I ended up sleeping.
Yeah.
I took sleep. I
Yeah.
chose to sleep. So
Yeah, you did. Which happens. It happens.
It did
you know?
happen.
It
That's
did.
what
It
happens.
absolutely did happen. But you could have showered last night. Is the point that I just wanted to reiterate.
No,
just
because
so
it was
you know.
also later than I wanted it to be.
I don't disagree.
And also, I have to blow dry my hair.
Sure.
And also, shave my legs. It
Wow.
would have been late by the time I got
It was already
into
late.
bed. I know, that's the point. It was already late. The problem is, here's what the problem is.
What is
Because I'm the mom,
Mm-hmm.
my feelings go last. They take last
all right.
place.
Okay.
And I said, everybody go first.
All right. All righty.
And I'm the one that's left suffering.
Listen, the amount of cold showers I've suffered through because of baths and showers upstairs, using all the hot water.
Oh, I'm supposed to feel sorry for you now?
Right.
That's not how this
Yeah.
is working.
Okay. You shower today.
I will have to.
I'll let the kids know to hurry and do that right before you need to. We'll make sure all the hot water's taken.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised.
I had a scary moment
It wasn't
yesterday.
It wasn't that scary.
You were a little bit
I was upset because that was expensive. It
Right.
was expensive.
that was the thing that you had to say. You went, that's expensive. I went fishing yesterday, which finally caught a fish and then some, which I was excited about. And I hooked onto this really nice brown trout, and I'm trying to reel it in, and I'm pulling it over toward the bank, and I'm looking everywhere for my net, which is usually right behind me, and I can't find it. And it's not in my bag, and it's not in my belt, and I wander toward the shore, which you got kind of like a little setup going on, kind of near a shady bush.
It
I don't know
wasn't a
what-
lot of shade.
Yeah, it wasn't. You were kind of like sitting in
I
the
had to
plant,
sit in the bush to
Yeah.
get the shade.
which that in and of itself was kind of a funny little thing. But anyway, that aside, I walk over to the bank and I'm like, I can't find my net. Is it on me? And you're like, no. So I got the fish, undid the hook, took a picture, put him back. And then I went, where did my net go? And so I wandered around kind of the place I'd walked in. You wandered all the way back to the truck
Yeah,
to
I
check
followed
for
our
me.
path back to the truck.
And I'm wandering in the river where I'm at, trying to see if I dropped it and it sank like where I was
I'm
standing.
looking from the bridge, seeing if I could see it from the bridge.
I can't see it anywhere.
No.
I'm at that point convinced that it has fallen off and floated downriver.
I thought so too. And I went, that was an expensive net.
That was the thing. That was expensive.
You would think that a net wouldn't be that expensive. How much was that net?
Well, I got that net on discount, so that net wasn't as expensive as it should have been. It's the net is worth well over $100 some odd dollars.
For a net.
But I did not pay that for the net. There are way more expensive nets
You had a fishing
that I don't
net
have.
and the fish were falling out of it.
That's why I had to get a new net. Because I use the nets that have the like the silicone webbing
Mm-hmm.
because it's supposed to be more gentle on the fish. Their fins don't get caught in it and stuff.
Let's be
When
nice. to
I'm
the
a
fish.
catch and release fisherman. It's important. And so I don't use like a mesh or whatever. It's whatever. It doesn't matter.
It was expensive, and I was mad that you lost it because I was like, great.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to go buy another stupid net and spend a ton of money on another net.
So I thought to
I can't
myself,
believe those nets are that expensive.
I'm going to wander downstream a little bit. I'm going to try fishing this area anyway. There's a couple of different, rocks I want to fish around. And so I'm going to wander down this way. So I'm over by the bank and I'm just wandering downstream. And I found my net tangled in a tree about 30 yards downriver from where I was standing. So it had fallen in the water and floated downstream. But I was very excited.
It was nice that the tree caught it.
Yeah, the tree was there with the assist, which was good.
And then we don't have to go shopping for another net.
This is true.
I'm so happy.
Uh-huh. I just thought I'd look up real quick how much the net is online right now. Yeah, $90 to replace it if I wanted to replace it right now. Yeah, because it's the carbon fiber with the little silicone net thing. So yeah, it's nice. Anyway.
I could just make you a net out of yarn.
Yeah, no, that's not it. That is not it.
Emery, our daughter, is almost 15, so she really knows what's going on in the world. She's
up on trends?
She's up on trends.
Uh-huh.
She told us over the weekend that one of the new trends is fake tan lines.
Which I thought, when she said tan lines are making a comeback, I'm thinking like farmer's tan. I got that going.
Right. I was excited. I'm like, hey.
My white looks like I'm wearing sock feet, but it's just they're not tan.
Or where your watch sits and you've got the watch band tan.
Yeah.
I got that too.
But no, she said it isn't even like a natural suntan.
No.
She said people are taking a darker foundation or a lighter foundation, whatever, and they're painting on fake tan lines, like on their shoulders where like a strap would be. They're painting a fake tan line there. Why?
Indeed.
Why?
Have you done any research into this?
Negative. I have done zero research into the fake tan line trend.
How come, Josh?
I just didn't. I didn't look it up. Yeah, they're doing it with makeup.
I
though.
feel like I was on board because I've got all kinds of fake tan lines. Not fake; they're real tan lines. Where you know my watch sits, or I mean, you had a tan line just the other day where your hat was sitting on top of your head.
Super cool.
It was cool.
The mesh on the back of my head with the where my hat sat. There's just a white line.
And I said, fantastic.
I didn't know how trendy I was.
This tan line trend, we were going to be on top of the cool game.
So here's what they say. If you're practicing proper sun protection by staying in the shade, reapplying sunscreen, and so forth, you likely won't get tan lines from the sun. But some people like the look of them, so it's got this recent surge in popularity. It feels a bit nostalgic, even synonymous with a good time spent by the pool or picnicking. So some people are opting to recreate these tan lines with makeup. They're using bronzer, and then it looks like what they're doing is they're putting like tape where they want their normal skin tone to be, their white skin.
Okay.
And then they're using this bronzer on their arms and shoulders and whatever, so it blends out. But then when they take the tape off, they have a pale line where they covered. They're masking the area and then applying bronzer around it.
All of this sounds so exhausting.
Kind of does. It kind of does. And for what?
And just time consuming. I don't. Who has time to sit and tape off where you want your
tan
real
lines, I know.
Skin tone to show, and then to bronze it with your. Who has time for that?
People on the internet.
They say that it's nostalgic. It often reminds them of a good time spent by the pool.
Yes.
How about you just spend your time by the pool and enjoy it?
Well, because they're practicing proper sun care, so they're wearing sunscreen and stuff, so they aren't getting tan.
I get that, but by the time you take your bronzer and create your fake tan,
you could have been having a good time.
Or having a good time by the
right.
pool.
I see what you're saying.
Hey, Josh, where you been? Oh,
I've been applying my tan
just applying my tan lines. And then you can't even get into the pool because it's all going to wash away.
Correct. And then but it's not for swimming.
It's for after.
It's for the Instagram. Doing it for the Instagram. Look how nostalgic I
am. We, as our kids have gotten older, have foregone the parade, the 4th of July parade. Mm-hmm. And for the last couple of years have opted to go out for breakfast instead.
I think other people caught on to the trend.
I think so, too, because it was much more busy this year than it was last year.
Yeah.
I thought that was our little secret, but we also got a later start than
That
I
is
wanted.
true. And I think that might have had a little bit of,
It
like,
did.
it's always busy to go get breakfast on the weekend. When you get into like 9 or 10, like you're going to be waiting a while.
Yeah.
And we were too late.
We were too late. We were much too late. That's because some people wouldn't get out of bed.
Was that me?
As we were
Was
waiting.
it me?
Well, as we were waiting, I'm not calling anybody out, but
Was it me? I feel like I was out of bed.
I feel like there were 3 of you that wouldn't get out of bed.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So as we were waiting,
there was another gentleman that was waiting. I think he arrived probably just right before we did.
Okay.
And he was waiting by himself.
Yeah.
And then he had his 2 grown children show up and wait with him. And we're waiting in the entryway, and it's quiet, and it's always a little bit awkward, and everybody's trying to whisper because you don't want people to overhear your conversation. But this gentleman with his 2 older children is sitting there, and he pulls out a shoebox, and she goes, "Oh, you found it?"
Right.
And so then my ears perk up, and I go, "Oh, what is this?" So I'm kind of eavesdropping, and she says, "That's the time capsule I made."
Right.
And he said, "Yeah." And it says, "Do not open until 2024.
So what I gathered from the conversation, and I should have said something because I'm really curious how
Me
this
too.
all went out. But she had said that she'd built this like when she was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And was supposed to open it the year she graduated high school. So like earlier this spring. 2024. So it was like the culmination of your school career from kindergarten to high school time capsule box that you made in kindergarten. What would you put in that in kindergarten that you would then have opened up? A bunch of random stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be a bunch of random stuff.
Or pictures that I'd drawn or, yeah.
It'd be things that I was like, I think I would have been cognitive enough to be like, I don't want to put this in a box and not see it for 12, 13 years.
You wouldn't put your favorite stuff in there. So, yeah, it'd be
a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
So I really want to know what's inside that time
They ended
capsule.
up getting seated a couple of tables behind us.
Right.
And I couldn't see from I was facing the opposite direction, but Emery could see. And I kept asking her, "Emery, can you tell if they've opened that time capsule box yet?" And she goes, "No. But even if we could see, Mom, they're not just going to like hold things up."
Yeah, she was pretty much like, "Oh, look, it's Nickelodeon Gak."
Yeah. And they were still sitting there when we left. And I was very, very tempted to walk over and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt."
Yeah, did you open it?
But I overheard the time capsule
Right.
conversation, and I really want to know what's inside.
Right. That's a cool idea.
It was a fun idea.
So if you want to help your kids do a time capsule, it's a great way to do it as you get ready for a new school year. Especially if you have kindergartners or preschoolers, pre-K. Great time to start a time capsule. Maybe put a little more than just random stuff like, oh, it's a Lego head. Like that would have been in there. I would have been like, I got this.
It would be fun
random
to
Lego
do
head.
something that signifies maybe the beginning of the school year and the end of the school year. So,
if you're going to keep it going, yes. But if you're going to do it one time and not open it until the end of your school career, then you want to probably put in you'd want to put in one of those notes that's like, my name is, I'm this old.
Yeah.
My favorite things. I want to be this when I grow up.
I'm putting this thing in the box because of this.
Right. You'd want to have some of that kind of stuff.
I wish I had been brave enough to ask if they had opened it.
Pretty cool idea,
I know. I was pretty invested in that time capsule.
And now we'll never know.
I know.
You had an exciting moment the other day.
I did have an exciting moment. I have a new best friend. I don't know her name.
But you've already determined that she's your best friend?
Well, we have one thing in common that I know of for sure.
It's just the same football team.
Yeah,
that's all.
That's it.
You have a very small sticker on the back of your car that is the Vikings logo.
Yep.
And
because I've liked football for a really long time.
As of last year, one season in. and you're waffling on whether you like the team or not. But you put a little sticker.
No, I'm not. I'm done waffling. I'm sticking.
You're not moving to the Falcons with your former quarterback.
No, traitor.
All right. So you have a tiny Viking sticker. We're driving down the road, and I look to the left. I was driving, and there is a girl hanging out of the back seat of a truck.
Yeah, she looked to be about 16.
Yeah, waving her Vikings jersey,
Yeah.
getting all excited because you guys you're now best friends.
Because we shared a bonding.
Right.
Hey, same. Samesies. That's all
She's
it takes.
got her big Justin Jefferson jersey on, waving it at you, and you're very excited.
Yeah, boy. I was really excited. I was happy. That means my sticker is working.
What's it working? What is the point? But also, from inside the car, you started yelling, "Yes, Skull Vikings!" No one could hear you except everybody in
Doesn't
the car.
matter. The Vikings can hear me. Every time you say a Vikings cheer, they're like, "Oh, yeah, we hear that."
Is that right?
And then it preps them up for the upcoming season. They're like, "We got this.
Okay.
We're going to kill Kirk Cousins."
Oh, man. You are
Traitor.
ruthless. You're ruthless.
I showed you a video. I'm surprised that this video got traction, but I showed you a video, and it was a video of scrambled pancakes.
Look, I don't really care for this trend. I'm frustrated by it because I like to cook, and it's just silly.
So the idea is that you just make pancakes.
Wait, get this. You mix a batter,
Yes.
just like normal pancakes.
Just like normal.
But then you throw it on to your griddle, and you mess it up.
And you chop it up like you would scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
So it looks like a bunch of tiny pancake pieces, almost like a funnel cake. The idea
that's
the
not even
idea
this.
of it went crazy.
Yeah.
People were like, "This is awesome. This is the best idea."
She who?
The woman who made the video,
Okay.
said that the whole thing was a joke and the pancakes did not taste good.
Right.
But
Also,
others are claiming that it does taste good.
because look, if you want a pancake scramble, cook a pancake just normal and then chop it up when it's done.
Chop it up. That's
It's the same thing you do for a toddler.
Exactly. I mean, how many times did I do that when our kids were little?
All the time.
Let's make you a pancake. And then the best idea we ever had was when we finally just got a pair of kitchen scissors and
you just cut 'em up.
Cut them up.
You just cut them up.
'Cause
People are going nuts about this, like, oh, it's a pile of pancake bits. Cut up your pancake.
Just cut
it's
'em
the
up.
same thing. You can order a flapjack. You can get a short stack, tall stack, whatever you want. You cut it into little pieces. You cover it with butter and syrup. You got yourself pancake scramble as an adult.
I
You'll
would
be
recommend buttering it before you cut it up, though. That
That's
works
not a
little
bad
bit
idea.
easier.
Yeah.
Butter it.
Unless you're using spray butter.
True.
I can't believe it's not butter spray. Like the commercial. So anyway, my point is it grossed me out as a person who likes to cook and I appreciate food and culinary things. I went, this is so just why are we doing this?
Well, even the originator of the video said, "Yeah, this wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't do this."
Well, I'm glad that we've settled it. It doesn't matter though because there's actually it's a thing. I think it's called stupid food, and
Yes.
that's what it is. That is one of those things where it's just like, what are we doing?
Just
Why?
wasteful, right?
There's-
I just
well,
feel like it's wasteful.
If you're gonna eat it, fine, but just make a regular pancake and cut it up. It'll be cooked all the way. It won't be like weird, lumpy, inconsistent. Some burned, some raw. Just learn how to cook. That's all. Is it that time already? It sure is.
I feel
Here
like
we
I'm
go.
getting to a point where I can't remember if I've already used some of these would you rathers or not.
Okay. Would you rather this or that? Question of the day.
So, would you rather have noodles for fingers
What?
or hot dogs for toes?
No, I don't think we've asked this before.
Have we not? Okay, and then I knew you were going to ask, are the noodles cooked or are they raw?
That's a good question. I would ask the same about the hot dogs.
That one doesn't necessarily matter.
Oh, but it might.
Why?
I don't know. Let's explore.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you why.
Okay, explore.
Answer the question.
What question?
Are they cooked or raw?
Which ones?
All of them. The noodle fingers or the hot dog toes?
I think everything is cooked.
Oh, no.
So you got noodly fingers.
Like wet noodle fingers.
And
completely unusable.
what kind of noodles?
I'm going with hot dog toes.
What if it's a bow tie noodle?
Doesn't matter.
You could still use that.
For what? Nothing. What's my job?
Pushing buttons.
Can't do it with noodle fingers.
No, you'd have to use your hot dog feet.
No, I can use my regular hands because my hot dog feet are down there. But because they're cooked, they're either sweaty boiled,
Ugh. Or
rollied
ew.
at the gas station on the hot dog rolly dogs. So they're kind of like tired, but
Yes.
also very tan. Or there's a lot of similarities in on the grill and over the fire,
Okay.
but both of them are burst open.
Yeah. Oh,
So
good point.
So that's why I said, are they cooked or not? Because it's real important. I've either got sweaty boiled toes or I've got rolly toes that are real tan and questionable, really. Might get you sick. Or burst open grill campfire toes. Can I feel that? Can I feel the feeling, or do they just look that way?
You can feel it.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm taking sweaty boiled then. Sweaty boiled
I
hot
knew
dog
it.
toes. What are
You're
you taking?
Sick.
What are you taking?
Noodles.
Noodles?
For fingers.
You
Uncooked. Mine are uncooked.
Useless hands. No, you can't change the rules.
I can. It's my game.
Better today than yesterday. Daily challenge.
What is it?
Fill your space with your favorite smell.
Oh.
Create a calming environment for yourself that makes you smile.
What's your favorite smell? Your
I
favorite
like the
scent?
smell of cookies.
I like the smell of cedar.
You do ya?
I do.
That's nice.
It is nice.
I don't think I want to smell cedar all the time.
I
think
currently
there are
smell
times-
like bacon because I made some bacon in the
it's a good
microwave this
smell.
morning.
Good smell.
So that's all I'm smelling.
Microwave bacon?
Yep.
Okay.
Tastes like regular bacon.
But microwaved. Let's see. What are some other? I mean, that's really a good smell. Like baked cookies.
Yeah,
It's
that is a good smell.
one. That's a
Fresh
good
cut
smell.
grass.
I don't know.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I bet you do. You don't have to earn it.
Get out of here. It's not hard.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Tuesday is lawn mowing day. That's tomorrow.
Great.
I will wait for you to get home so you can start the lawnmower. For me.
Fine.
It's not hard.
It isn't hard.
It's not hard. Can't believe you.
We don't even have a big yard.
Fill your space with your favorite smell is your better today than yesterday daily challenge. Have a great Monday. We'll be back in the studio tomorrow morning. Don't forget, this show is now available as a podcast.
Hey.
So if you like what you're hearing, but you want to hear a little bit more, or maybe you heard enough, but you want to hear it again, and you want to share it with friends and family, that's now possible. You can listen online at riverbendmediagroup.com. That's our website. Or you can subscribe and download the show everywhere you get podcasts. So if you listen to podcasts on Apple, or you listen on Amazon, or you listen on Spotify, we're everywhere. So subscribe.
Everywhere.
Give us that rating. That helps us a lot. Thank you for doing that.
All around you.
And have a wonderful day.
Have a good day. Happy Monday.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.